Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's see what the cards have for you. Okay. Thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly, truly appreciate you. This is going to be from my air signs. What message would you like to give to them? Show me clearly, please. What message would you like to give to my air signs? Okay, I'm hearing like be mindful of like where you're receiving that validation from, like where you're sourcing this sense of validation from, like making sure when it comes to you approving or feeling like worthy or valuable, that it's not coming too much from, you know, what it is that you're seeing outside of you. Even if it's like certain close connections and relationships, like a parent or a close friend, you know, if they're not validating your skill sets or your gifts or like your events or whatever, or your outfits or the things that are the changes that you're making or something, you know, don't allow for that to discredit yourself. You know, I kind of like feel like that's what Spirit is saying. And also just be mindful on how you're viewing things, whether it is like the glass is half empty or the glass is half full. Just making sure you're not allowing for too many things outside of your control to cause for you to be neglecting like things that are like already around you. So just be mindful of what it is that you're facing. This is like the energy of someone who could be like, we don't want to say crying over spilled milk in like a dismissive type of way. Don't dismiss, you know, your own emotions and feelings from a critical place. You know, be mindful of it. Like, yes, this is loss. You know, this is something that is like, darn it, I'm really upset about this. Like, say you wasted a drink, or, you know, you crashed a car, or, you know, like anything, or you lost close friends. It's not anything, like, it's not crazy that you could be upset or feeling sad or like kind of despair about this. However, like, don't be so like, darn it, you know, and focus on this, that, you know, this starts to collect rust, or it's not being appreciated, or it's being neglected, you know. So it's like, I still have a home to go to, I still have some drink, at least not all the drinks. Like, even if something has to get remade or redone, at least it's not the whole thing that has to be remade or redone. So be mindful of that, you know, because that ultimately is going to determine what it is that you focus on and the goals that you are reaching. Because if you stay like this for too long, these goals are going to continue to pass you by. And like, just trust, you know, you need to have faith and you need to be committed. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at this Ace of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles, baby. Okay, hold on, because when I feel like a seed is saying, it could even be somebody around you, yo. Somebody around you could be like, you really crying over some sucker shit? Like, no, like, because someone is like, bro, if you really like could see me, like, this is like literally what you've been looking for. Like, this is your commitment. Like, this is something that is worth your investment. It's worth your time. It's worth your energy. But your mindset, like, you're not even properly investing in it. You're not properly spending your time, money, effort, and energy in it, like, wisely. Like, even if you are giving to it, mentally, you're not there. You're disassociated, or you're feeling so betrayed, or you're like, your vessel, you don't have the capacity to fully be present. It's time for you to tap into your courage and your strength to be resilient. Like, you're bigger than your wounds. You're bigger than your scars. You're bigger than the things that have happened to you. Because that Ten of Swords is just kind of you like feeling like a broken vessel, feeling so wounded in a way where you're just like, these scars are never going to heal and my life is ruined forever, you know. But that's what you're like mentally doing and saying. It feels real, you know. So it just goes back into, you know, don't belittle your emotions and feelings. Definitely do not. But also, like, there is something here, if you gave it the opportunity, like if you were open-minded, there's something here that could actually evolve into some sort of grounded partnership, something tangible. People who are willing to help you achieve your goals, teammates, people who are willing to accommodate you, who's willing to accept your unique ways of life, maybe even encourage you like to get to a healthier place when it comes to these scars and these wounds as well. There's this new energy that is here. Stay open-minded. That's what this Page of Swords is. You know, don't jump to conclusions at all, especially when you are feeling like triggered, or you're just feeling like you're in the midst of that grief, or you feel like you're going through what is it called, a flare up or something. Because sometimes the Queen of Wands like have some conditions. Don't think that these things, don't assume that these things will block you. Even if it's like moments where you are really down or really depressed, don't think that it will block you from finding like partnership, whether that is business partners or even romantic partners, or just even when it comes to just something stable, maybe even career wise as a whole, people who understand you, who's willing to accept you for who you are. I do feel like this is like allowing yourself to be more consistent with saying yes to yourself. Because if you allow yourself to feel like you are a yes, then you won't get so lost in those no's. If you allow yourself to trust that you are a yes, you'll be able to see, you know, what's still around you that has always been solid. Okay, because it's solid things. Majority have lost, but not all is lost. And the things that are around after like a shakeup like this, that's how you know those things are like really, really solid. So I do feel like Spirit is ultimately telling you to embrace this new grounded commitment, maybe even this new home, or even this new career or this new position. This is like being able to still having a good idea of who you are, even in the midst of partnership, even in the midst of these new brands, career opportunities, etc., and etc. There's still you and your own independent as well, but it's independence as well. But learn how to allow for both of these to coexist, because I feel like someone might be afraid of sharing or compromising or being a partner because they don't want to lose their identity and they don't want to lose themselves. You can always think about yourself too, but it doesn't mean that you can't think about other people as well. That's kind of like this, like you can think about yourself, you can believe other people can think about you, you can include yourself, but you can also include other people as well. And that's how you make a safe home, safe space, you know, and a stable foundation too. Just being compassionate and understanding and nurturing with all parties involved, okay? And it's bringing up a lot. You just have to have the courage to embrace this new. I feel like because these new emotions, these new feelings, this new sense of stability, this new level of income, because of all of this new is bringing up something, some sort of betrayal or something from the past or something that you've lost. And that's why Spirit wants you to ultimately pace yourself, but you have to embrace the truth. You know, don't look at things from a place of scarcity or a place of abandonment or a place of paranoia. You know, allow yourself to be emotionally grounded enough for these emotions that are showing up, and, you know, be detached from a healthy place, but allow yourself to get to, you know, peaceful waters emotionally and even mentally towards that truth, and just your safe space as a whole, so that you won't allow for whatever this past or this loss or betrayal or, you know, whether that's PTSD or whatever, to, you know, block you from actually showing up as the beautiful, wonderful, talented, capable, bold, courageous, sexy, wild person that you are. I feel like ultimately is what Spirit is saying. And look, eventually you have two people, two energies who are able to be on the same page, who are able to show up for each other in the proper way. So I feel like maybe even it could be someone around you who isn't maybe able to show up as a partner as much, and it could be because of something mentally. It's like Spirit telling you not to stop what you got going, you know, still continue to embrace, you know, yourself, your path, the things that make you unique, your own projects, your goals, etc., and etc. Continue to include them as well, because they are worth it. Being committed in that manner is beautiful, even if it is someone that you're thinking or considering about being in that commitment with. Like, still consider them, you know, but do what's best for you as well, until, you know, you feel like there is proper time, until you feel like things are peaceful and settled down enough for both parties to kind of like really be a partner as well. It's almost given like sometimes it's 90-10, sometimes it's 50-50, sometimes it's 80-80, sometimes, you know, 80-20, sometimes it's 100-0, you know, like, so this is almost kind of like what you feel like is worth it, commitment wise as a whole. Okay, with that being said, I really pray this was able to help you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Have a wonderful day on purpose. Protect your peace. Love you. Don't let these souls get you inside yourself. Toodles.